Hello, children. Again, I am here to take your biology class. So, we are going to study the same chapter, that improvement in food resources. So, I am going to explain you the next topic, and then topic is organic farming. Okay. So, what is organic farming? First, what is organic farming? Organic farming means the huge production of crop or huge production of vegetables and huge production of fruits without using any type of chemical. Without use of any type of chemical, that is called organic farming. And that after that we get that total production, that is totally natural and then non polluted production. So that is called organic farming. So now I am going to explain you the principal method of organic farming. So the principal method of organic farming include crop rotation. So what is the meaning of crop rotation? Crop rotation means in the same field, time to time they plugging and then they are sowing the seeds of one time seeds of fruits, and one time seeds of vegetable, and one time seeds any type of seeds of crop, and then one time any type of flower, any type of flower production. So these production time to time they can rotate in the same field, so that is called the crop rotation. They have to use manure as a compost, and then vermicompost as well as green manure for the organic farming. With the use of green manure and compost, they are using biological pest control, all the biological pest control and mechanical cultivation for the organic farming. In the organic farming, farmers are only used to that organic manure which is prepared by the that animal waste, as well as all the animal waste as well as the plant waste. So these waste are used to prepare the organic manure, and that manure can be used only for the organic farming. For this farming, that farmers can use and cultivate the blue green algae in the form of algae, and a smallest group of plants belongs to that botany. So they are using, and it is very useful for to increase the fertility of the soil. So they are using and they are cultivating the blue green algae to prepare the organic fertilizers. Farmers can use the pesticides which is prepared by the mainly prepared by the neem and turmeric. So that is very useful to destroy all the pests. It is related to the crop and crop field, so it is useful, and as well as it is organic, so that's why there will be no harm for any crop production. In this organic farming, that major method to use the different type of crop pattern, so they are using in their own field different type of pattern of crop, so that will be useful to improve the fertility of the soil, and as well as the to improve the texture of the soil. So in the world, Nepal is very famous for the organic farming, and they they are having the huge production of through the organic farming. But nowadays in our country also, then farmers are using that organic farming, and due to organic farming and the production of organic farming, it is very rich in rate. So why it is very high rate, that all the production of organic farming? Because it is very costly production. It is related to the totally biological process and totally biological material, so that production is very uh, having the great investment. It use the very great investment and huge investment in the crop. So that's why the production, total production like vegetables and then capsicum and different type of broccolis, so these are the vegetables related to the organic farming. So maximum fruit and vegetables, and they are very that costly in market. So that's why it is not very famous in India, and it is related to the only that those who are invest the maximum money in the farming, so they are having the good quality of organic farming production in our India. But if we increase the organic farming, so it is total pollution free. So nowadays it is our role to that spray and then that spread all the type of pattern of farming. So it is nowadays in foreign countries it is very in famous or in fashion. So that's why that is our role also to that improve the organic farming in our India. So that's why after that we will have also the pollution free production in our country. So now I'm going to explain you the next topic, and that is very important topic for the crop field and for the crop production, and that is called irrigation. So what is irrigation? The supply of water to the crop is called irrigation. Water is necessary for the proper growth of plant and helps to increase the crop yield. So without water, because everybody, as you know, that water is a great that solvent. So that's why it will that water able to that soluble all the organic and inorganic component, as well as the related to the minerals and nutrient medium from the soil. So after that it will circulate, and then it is translocation. That process is called translocation, and then inside the that plant. So from the xylem vessels, as you know, from the xylem vessels are useful to transfer water from the root to tip, from the root to leaf. So that will be the process. So water is very essential for the plants and for the crop. Without water we can't imagine any type of crop. So here the different type of irrigation we are using in India for the irrigation system to increase the and to improve the crop production. So farmers are using so many methods or so many system for the irrigation to their crop field. So different type of irrigation what we are using in the crop field are, first is from the well. So there will be two type of well. One is the man-made that well are there, and another is the nalkoop. It is called nalkoop. And then next method is canal. So different canals are using, and canals are that we can make a canal from the river water. If that nowadays we are having the best example from the river of Narmada. So from the river of Narmada we are having different canal in our city also, and in different tehsil also. So here in Katni it is distributed that Narmada water by the different canal in the different area or different related to the near to the Jabalpur. So that is the canal system. One main river will be there, and it is divided in different canal, and then water can supply in different areas. So that is the canal system for the irrigation. And next, river lift system. Next is river lift system, and that is also, it can also use for the river water can lift by the river, and that water can use for the irrigation. And then tanks, so that huge tanks, and that we can make a huge tank and then store the water, and then after that water can use for the irrigation. Next, that check dams, it is related to the small canal and small source of water, like a small that related to that small rivers are there, so we can make a check dams, small dams are there, and we can block the water, and then storage of water can be used for the irrigation. Here I am going to show you the different sources of irrigation for the crop field, and from the for the crop total irrigation which can use for the production of crop. So here you can see the well system. So we can have two type of well. First is dug well, and then second is tube well. Tube well is also called nalkoop, and then dug well is also in Hindi it is called kuएं, different type of kuएं. So the dug well and tube well is also can be used for the irrigation, and we can take the water for the irrigation system, and we can for the crop field. And next source of irrigation, that is river canal. So I had already explained that main river will be there, and we can make a that small canals and so many branches of river. We can make so many branches from the river, and these branches goes to the that near that cities and near villages, and that water can be used with these branches of water, and that water can be used for the irrigation system and for the crop field. So that is that photo is showing the river canal. And now here you can see the river lift system. So river lift system, it is the process they can store the river water. They can lift the water from the river and store the river water, and then stored water can be used for the irrigation and for the production of the crop field. Now here the next pattern or next source of that irrigation, that is river tank system. So they are making the huge tanks inside the crop field area, and they store water inside the tank, and then water can be used by the tube well, and tube well attached with the different type of canals which is that found in the crop field area. So the total canals take water from the tube well, and then canal in between the crop field area, and they are supplying the water for the that growing crop. So here you can see the check dams, and it is used for the rainwater. It is used for the crop field, and it is prepared by the rainwater harvesting. So mainly the check dams prepared after the rainy season, because in rainy season then all the small river and all the small branches of the river, it can be filled with the water, so huge water. So they can block this water with the to prepare the small check dams, and that water storage of water can be used for the irrigation by the tube well, through the tube well, or through the small canal. So they can make the canal system, and they can make they can take the water from the tube well, from the storage water, and then water can be used for the irrigation of the crop field. So now what are the use and what are the benefit of the total irrigation system in our crop field? So because of due to the water in the crop field, that I had already explained, that water is a good solvent. So that's why that water can dissolve all the macro and micronutrients in water, and then it is absorbed by the root of the plant, and then it will translocate by the xylem vessel. through the translocation process. And after that, that water can supply each and every part of the plant, because water is very essential, and water is useful inside the leaf for the photosynthesis also. So that's why without water we can't imagine the any type of irrigation, any type of crop field production. Clear? So the total nutrient medium, nutrient material, and nutrient that all the micro and macro nutrient are dissolved with water, and then water can supply inside the plant, and it can be used by for the photosynthesis, as well as to prepare the, if photosynthesis is not there, so there will be no production. There will be no production without a photosynthesis, because all the plants are autotrophs, and due to the photosynthesis they are prepare their own food by it, for itself and for the others like us. So all the living organism of the world, they are depending for the food, totally they are depends on the plant, depends on the plant. Clear? So that's why irrigation is must needed, irrigation is must essential for the crop field. So without irrigation we can't imagine the production of the crop. So all these are the source of irrigation for the crop field and for the production of the plant.